Friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss about a topic called microorganisms, friend and foe. This topic is not only for high school students but also for college students. So let's start. So, what are microorganisms? The organisms that cannot be seen with the naked eye and can only be observed through a microscope are called microorganisms. Means this we cannot see with our naked eye and it can only be observed through the microscope. We see animals like tiger, lion, and then we see insects also like ant, and then earthworm and all we can see by our naked eye, but these organisms we cannot see by our naked eye. It can only be observed through the microscope. This nickname for microorganisms is also microbes. We will use this term later. Now, microorganisms can be of two types, that is unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means single cell. They have single cell in their body like bacteria, protozoa, algae. Multicellular means many cell, like animals. We have many in animals. Many cells are there. In human beings also many cells are there. So we are multicellular. And again, what is microbiology? The science that deals with the study of microorganisms is called microbiology. That study, the science means that the study that deals with the microorganisms is called microbiology. Now, the scientists who study microorganisms are called microbiologists. Then we got a brief introduction about the microorganisms. Now we will see where microorganisms live. Microorganisms are present everywhere. Some live alone while others grow in groups called colonies. Some microorganisms are found in air, like in air many dust particles, water vapor is there. In that air contains these microorganisms. Now some microorganisms are present in soil also. Soil microbes like bacteria, fungi, protozoa and nematodes. And some microbes live in water bodies like seas, lakes and ponds. In seas, lakes and ponds, in bacteria means Shigella bacteria, Vibrio and Salmonella. Viruses, rotavirus, Norwalk virus. These type of viruses are present in seas, lakes and ponds. Now, they are also found in dead and decaying organisms. Like they are after the body of the organisms are being decayed in the soil, they are found also in dead and decaying organisms. Okay. Now, they can exist in extreme conditions of temperature like droughts, in hot springs, in deserts, polar regions and marshy lands. In droughts means where water scarcity is there, and hot springs, hot summer seasons, and in deserts also they are present. Now they survive in extreme environmental conditions by forming a hard outer covering called cyst. This is a hard outer covering of the organisms. Okay, now classification of organisms. How many microorganisms or how much types of classified they are? Then they are classified into 5 major groups. That is bacteria, virus, algae, fungi, protozoa. Now we will see a short introduction of bacteria. Okay, bacteria are very small and simplest organism. Their size ranges from 0.2 to 100 microns. They are single-celled organisms. They are present in 4 different shapes. First one is bacilli, then cocci, then vibrio and spirilla. In bacilli, the bacteria is rod-shaped like this Escherichia and coli. Okay, and cocci, in that bacteria is spherical shape like Streptococcus pneumonia, like round shapes. And vibrio comma shaped bacteria, okay, like Vibrio cholera example, and Spirilla spiral shaped bacteria example is Spirillum. Here the bacteria is spiral shaped. Now the second classification is viruses. Viruses means what? The word virus means poisonous liquid. Viruses are the smallest microorganism. They are the smallest microorganism. Their size ranges from 20 to 300 nanometer. Nanometer means it's a small particle. It is studied under an electron microscope. Viruses cannot grow and reproduce on their own. They need a host cell to reproduce. Host cell means it attacks to our body also. Our body is the host cell. So when it comes to our body, then only it will reproduce. Now their examples is influenza virus. Now trending is coronavirus and polio virus also. Now the third classification is algae. Algae is a group of simple plants. It means plants. In Latin, algae means seaweeds. Seaweeds means in near the sea we can find this algae. They vary in size, shape and habitat. They don't have a particular size, shape and habitat. They vary, okay? Some are unicellular like Chlamydomonas and some are multicellular. Example Volvox. They do not have any stem, roots and leaves like other plants, but they have chlorophyll and they can make their food through photosynthesis. Chlorophyll means a pigment, green pigment that is present in leaves for making their food, okay? Now these examples are Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra and Volvox. Now comes to the fourth classification, that is fungi. Fungi means what? It is a group of diverse organisms that lack chlorophyll. Means they don't have any chlorophyll present in them. Most fungi feed on dead things, while some live on other organisms. Some fungi live on other organisms like host cell. And fungi may be unicellular like yeast or multicellular like mushroom. Yeast means what? Yeast means that something that we used to make for bread making and for making beer, wine and all we use yeast, okay? And mushroom means we eat. Then examples are yeast, mold and penicillium. Protozoa. Next come to the classification is protozoa. Protozoan means first animal. It is unicellular in nature, means single celled. Their kingdom name is Protista. It is an animal, then there should be a kingdom also, and the kingdom name is Protista. And it is found in lakes, rivers, sea and damp soil. They are either saprophytic or parasitic. Saprophytic means what? Some organisms derive their nutrition from dead and decaying matter. They are called saprophytic. And parasitic means what? Some organisms lives on another organism and depends on its host for survival. Host means it can be animals, human beings or anything. It needs a host cell to survive, okay? It contains chlorophyll for making food, okay? And examples means amoeba, paramecium and euglena. Euglena contain chlorophyll in them, present in them, okay? Which is helpful for making food through the process of photosynthesis. Hope this information you like all. That's for today. Rest we will discuss in the next video. Thanks for watching.